What up, though, Cancer? It is Miss AJ here, and I'm here with your March Tarotscopes for Sun, Moon, and Rising. And this month we are doing intuitive reads with some oracle cards. So right off the deck we have Perspective. We also have You Are Not Alone. And then we have On the Right Path. And this month, I think, especially, once again, for the collective, everybody is feeling the energy of a review and going back in a concept of, am I really doing the right thing in life? Whether it comes to making money in your loved ones, relationships. This is a very direct message. First of all, you're on the right path, right? So whatever your plan may have been or whatever you are currently doing, if you are in a mode of questioning it, you are on the right path. Now, here's the thing about paths. Paths lead us somewhere, right? So where you are currently may not be, and it may not feel like what you want to do in life, who you may want to be with in life, or just generally how you feel in life. You may have lost some of yourself and, who you may have been. I feel like you are in a perspective of transitioning, moving into different areas of yourself. I want you to know later in the month, and the universe just remind me, later in the year, Jupiter moves out of Gemini into your sign. So this is really, and I believe that's in June, this is really just a moment of giving yourself an opportunity to just have some clarity. Venus can definitely be in the fact that it is a mate sign to you in the context of it ruling Taurus. You can feel away. You can definitely feel a context of maybe feeling secure in yourself, and not necessarily feeling like not good, but you may have not felt like yourself. You don't feel like you normally do at home. You could feel like you're just going through the motions. But know that you are on the right path. And sometimes the path does include detours or places that we may not want to be. In a biblical sense, you can think of Moses in the desert, and, the children of Israel and going and waiting, all of those 40 years. But what happened during those times is that lessons were learned. Old belief systems had to be worn off. And sometimes I really truly do believe that the universe allows us to be in places, I've experienced it in my own life, to put you in a place where you feel like you really want to be. Like, this is the goal. This is what I've been working for. This is what society has told me I should do. And only to get there and be like, oh, I'm a damn. Like, what prize did I really win? And that can also happen in relationships. You can get married. You can have different relationships, friendships, things that you think from an initial perspective, because it can be ego-driven or societally put on you as far as expectations of what you should be doing. And I believe that this particular part of your life that is happening, if you are feeling any way of complacent, if you're feeling dissatisfied, if you're feeling just bored as fuck, and you can't really see forward because you feel like you've lost some of yourself, the universe is telling you that this feeling is part of it. Because one of my favorite quotes is, good is the biggest enemy of great. Because when things are good, we don't often move. It's just human nature. We can get complacent and we don't really move forward. And the universe allows things to become dissatisfied. It allows us to not feel like ourselves, feel at home, which is a concept of Cancer. Not feel like ourselves, feel bored, because it is asking us to look to something deeper, to look to something greater. It's making us literally uncomfortable on purpose. And it's during those times that we find ourselves the most. It's during those times that we realize who we truly are out of an expectation of anybody else. Now, also what's so beautiful and why I genuinely believe, outside of just knowing what I'm hearing, this message is very aligned for you, is because of this "You Are Not Alone," right? This is literally the Michael Jackson song, "You Are Not Alone, I Am Here With You." And I think that the beauty of that, if you look at it, you have like your whole spirit guides, your ancestors, those who have went before you are surrounding you through this transition. It's almost like you're at, it's, you know, when you're running a race and I can't go on any further. I cannot continue in this concept. I can't continue on this race. I can't continue doing this job. Like, it is day in, day out. You know, I feel a lack of creativity being zapped out of me. I can't find that secure place of comfort within myself. It is at those last steps that teaches us the most about going for and living in a place of how we feel, what our purpose feels like. And this month is showing that up for you. Also, keep things in perspective. A lot of times, Cancers, I'm a Cancer moon, honey, so I get it. You can silo down, right? You can get almost like your sister water sign, you know, Pisces can get a little bit in a victim mode. You won't get in a victim mode, but you can get caught in how things used to be and how did I get here? And you can get so caught in the past and how the past felt that you live there, and that is causing you to be stuck. This is where you're at. You are here for a reason. You are not here permanently because you are on a path. And that may kick off and you see it a little bit more clearly come June. Of course, we'll be back to talk about Jupiter moving into your sign. But until then, take some time to really, as you manage through this, create for you. It's always a good place because Venus going retrograde is definitely about creation as well as love and money. But create for you, write for you, sing for you, give it to you first, because that is going to help energize you and strengthen you to get through this last leg. If you are doing something that's so anti what you normally do or who you truly are because you just need to, it's kind of like, I'm doing a job because I need this money. But dive into the creative part of yourself, not necessarily from a performance perspective that can come, but more for your own heart source space this month, because it's gearing you up to get almost just so sick and tired that when Jupiter does come, you're ready to take the leap that you need to. All right. Bye.